Hello everyone, do you remember the Brothers Grimm? They collected fairy tales and wrote them down. Fairy tales are stories that have magical characters or magical settings. And most fairy tales that we read today have been handed down for many years and retold. And sometimes the stories change in the retelling, at least a little bit. So today we're going to read The Frog Prince, a different retelling with different illustrations, these by Paul Galdone. The Frog Prince. In the old times there lived a king whose youngest daughter was so lovely that the sun himself, who had seen so much, marveled each time he shone over her. Near the royal castle, there was a great dark wood, and in the wood, under an old linden tree, was a well. When the day was hot, the king's daughter used to go into the wood and sit by the cool well. Then she would take out a golden ball and throw it up and catch it again, for this was her favorite pastime. One day, the golden ball dropped to the ground near the edge of the well and rolled in. The king's daughter began to weep, and she wept and wept as if she could never be comforted. And in the midst of her weeping, she heard a voice saying to her, "What ails thee, king's daughter? Your tears would melt a heart of stone." And when she looked to see where the voice came from, there was nothing but a frog stretching his thick, ugly head out of the water. "Oh, is it you, old waddler?" said she. "I weep because my golden ball has fallen into the well." "Never mind, do not weep," answered the frog. "I can help you, but what will you give me if I fetch up your ball again?" "Whatever you like, dear frog," said she. "Any of my clothes, my pearls, or even the golden crown that I wear." "Your clothes, your pearls, and your golden crown are not for me," answered the frog. "But if you would love me and have me for your companion, and let me eat from your plate and drink from your cup and sleep in your bed, then I would dive below the water and fetch your golden ball for you." "Oh yes," she answered, "I will promise it all if only you will get me my ball." But she thought to herself, what nonsense he talks, as if he could do anything but sit in the water and croak, or could possibly be anyone's companion. But the frog, as soon as he heard her promise, drew his head under the water and sank out of sight. After a while he came to the surface again, with the ball in his mouth, and threw it on the grass. Splash! The king's daughter was overjoyed to see her golden ball again, and she picked it up and ran off with it. "Stop, stop," cried the frog. "Pick me up too. I cannot run as fast as you." But it was of no use, for she would not listen to him. Instead, she hurried home and soon forgot all about the poor frog. And here we end, and I leave you to wonder what happens to the frog. See you next time.